2nd and 6. At the 23, ball splits the hash mark. Snap from under center. Rhule rolls to his right under pressure. Throws lefty to Lindenmeyer in the flat at the 25. Zigzags for a first. Motion right to left with 3 wide. Snap and a play fake. Boots left, zips it over the middle. Caught by Quinn Clark. There he goes to midfield. Cuts right to the numbers 40, 30, 25. Ridden out of bounds to the 22. Man right, Barney in motion to the right. Snap and a handoff up the middle. Johnson jump cuts left. Jitterbugs to his right, to the 15. Breaks loose to the second level along the hash marks right.
Those are the Hy-Vee sounds of the game following a tough one up in Minnesota with the head coach Matt Rhule. I'm Jessica Cootie. Huskers fall 24-6 to the Gophers. Coach, that was a really disappointed and frustrated locker room after that one.
Yeah, as it should be. 7-6 at halftime, and to have the game, have the opponent run away with the game in the second half, unlike anything really we've been through. It was disappointing, and we'll have to rebound.
Had some guys banged up in that one. How'd you come out health-wise?
We lost. Obviously, lost Pritchett with not with a penalty, but Rocco Spindler had to leave, go have surgery Sunday morning. Vincent Shavers wasn't able to play really, so hopefully we'll have those guys back this week.
How do you break down and learn from the film in this one?
You just pay attention to the truth. At the end of the day, they were the more physical team. That's really a core tenet of ours, and we didn't get it done. So you have to just go back to the drawing board. Fortunately for us, the game doesn't carry over to next week. We have a chance to learn from it, and we'll see who we are this Saturday.
All right, got to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll dive into the first half action here on the Husker Football Show presented by Medica. Welcome back to the Husker Football Show presented by Medica. Coach, got off to a good start. You actually won the toss for the first time this season. You deferred to the second half, so the black shirts on the field to start the game. And then on 2nd and 6 for Minnesota here, we're going to see Javen Wright on the stop. He had another big day, 12 tackles, back-to-back weeks that he's had a dozen tackles. Yeah,
Javen's playing his best football, played with great effort all over the flew around all over the field, and we're able to get that first stop.
So offense actually also goes 3 and out as well. So this is Minnesota back with the ball on their second position. Darius Taylor at the first down. But then on 3rd and 4, stop short Rex Guthrie and Marquez Watson Trent forcing another punt.
Yeah, played well defensively early. Got the ball back to the offense. Great hustle play here by Luke Lindenmeyer.
Dylan just scrambling, making things happen, and Lindenmeyer here just about to midfield on that big pickup on 3rd down. 1st and 10, a nice run by Emmett Johnson here for another first down to move the sticks.
Yeah, really in rhythm on this drive. Whiteout's doing a great job blocking and get the pass interference call here. So things felt like they were off to a good start.
2nd and 10, how about this play here? It's exactly how it was drawn up. A shovel pass from Dylan and just a great play there on 2nd and 10.
Down in the red zone, obviously we need to score touchdowns. That would really have changed the game, and just no one's open. End up taking a coverage sack, and Kyle comes out, done a great job for us so far, and puts the ball through.
33-yarder makes it 3-0 Nebraska here to start this one. Second quarter now, pass complete to Malachi Coleman, 15 yards, a first down for the Gophers.
Had him backed up, really poor tackling, and then missed the tackle here, and they're off to the races. Great job by Andrew Marshall to get the back down.
71-yard run here by Darius Taylor, just shy of the touchdown. Gophers do punch it in here to take a 7-3 lead. The rushing yards have really been on big chunk plays that you guys have given up.
Yeah, it's the same run play, which at the end of the day, as a coach, you have to put squarely on your shoulders. We're not getting it corrected.
So 3rd and 9 for the offense, can't convert there. And on a 1st and 10, not much going for Minnesota. Keona Davis in for the tackle and a short gain. And then on 3rd and 3, a big stop by the Black Shirts. Davis again and Williams-Venari. Defensive battle here going on right now. Yeah,
aside from that one play, I thought the defense played really well in the first half. Offensively, really not getting many big plays. Trying to establish a line of scrimmage and haven't been able to do it really so far.
Here's a big play here to Quinn Clark over the middle, 43 yards, pushed out of bounds at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, down in the red zone again, and have a great run here. Great, Emmett continuing to do what he does, making plays, and just have to get these balls in the end zone.
Yeah, Saka and a penalty pushes you back 3rd and 27. Dillon uses his feet here. Big gain, but short of the first down. So another field goal coming here. 30-yarder by Kyle Cunanan, and he's hit 7 in a row. He's been a really nice positive for you guys.
Absolutely. He's in rhythm, doing a nice job, and Dillon did a nice job of getting us back into field goal range.
Keona Davis is all over these highlights. He played well.
He did. Yeah, there's bright spots in the game, but we unfortunately weren't able to cover them in man at the level that we have been in other games. They got a couple plays for us. Mar here has the chance at a sack, and we just have to, if you want to win these games, you got to knock that ball out, make a big play. Just continue to battle though.
Tackle for loss there by Williams Zadari. Offense did get another crack at it, but it will go into the half at 7-6. And again, not playing very well, but only down 7-6 at the break.
Yeah, it's a Big Ten battle, and that's the way these games are going to be. You go national TV to someone else's place. It was loud. They packed the place, and our team is so starting with me. We have to make some steps in terms of understanding that every game's going to be like this, and not to panic at halftime, but just go out there and just keep playing. And unfortunately, we did not get that done in the second half.
All right, got to get to a break. Welcome back to the Husker Football Show. That was a look at Inside the Numbers presented by Ida Bailey. Huskers won the toss, so defer to the second half. So offense going to get the ball here down 7-6. First time that the Huskers have trailed at the half this season. Any indication at all that your guys didn't come out fired up in the second half?
No, I wouldn't say it's about being fired up. I mean, I think it comes down to just being the more physical team, and I think Minnesota played with great passion and energy, and we weren't able to match it.
9 sacks given up by your offense, and down 2 starters on the offensive line. Archie Wilson with a great punt, punts them deep, but Minnesota just goes on a marathon drive here.
Yeah, really we're never able to get the stop that we needed. Got them down, at some point here to 4th and 3, and they get a defensive holding call that continues to drive, and then they make the touchdown play. So now we're in a battle. Now we're down 8.
98-yard drive takes over 8 minutes off the clock. 14-6 Minnesota. Another sack. What did you see on the film on some of the sacks here given up by your offense?
Yeah, I mean that one they blitzed, and the linebacker beat the back. So it was really a tale of lots of different plays. Had
a chance at a takeaway there, but a pass interference call gives Minnesota a first down, and another big play here. Javen Wright saves the touchdown.
And Javen's playing hard to get in the end zone, and really 2 back-to-back long drives to really put it on us.
3rd and 3, pass complete to Emmett Johnson for the first down. He had over 100 total yards on the day, once again for him. And then Dillon looking for an Isaiah Hunter here, had him, but just can't haul it in.
Yeah, we had our opportunities. That's one as well, and we're able to get it done. Missed assignment there by the back, and it leads to a sack. So just not good enough football.
Darius Taylor getting it going here for Minnesota. It seemed like your defense is on the field quite a bit here in the second half.
Yeah, they need to get the stop and get off the field, and the offense needs to score some points. And just the second half was just completely won by Minnesota.
It's grounding and pounding here, 1st and goal here for Minnesota, but gets a stop. Defense gets a stop on 3rd and goal, so another hold them to a field goal, and this one makes it 24-6. Offense going to get the ball here with just over 5 minutes left of the game, and first down by Luke Lindenmeyer here. That was a first down pickup, but he seems to be quite the safety blanket for Dillon.
Yeah, he does a great job. Gets open, catches the football, and while the game is certainly starting to get out of reach, the guys just continue to battle and fight.
Emmett fights for every yard he can here on this run. Picks up a first down. 4th and 1, though, here. Emmett stopped short of the first down.
Yep. Really no one made a block. They got in the backfield and get some young guys in the game here and at least try to finish the game out the right way.
Minnesota with the ball back and trying to chew up the clock. Under 2 minutes left in the game. So, again, that's going to do it there. 24-6, the final. And we talked a little bit about it, but when you go back and watch the film with the guys, how did they take it when they were watching it back?
Yeah, There's really not much to say other than, we weren't the more physical team, and they outplayed us in the second half. They had a fourth quarter shot. All core tenets of what we preach and believe, and it didn't get done. So it starts with me, goes to the coaches, then to the players. Thankfully we have an opportunity this week to try to rectify it, but completely unacceptable.
Huskers fall to 5-2 on the season. All right, got to step aside for a break. When we come back, we've got a special Cornhusker conversation as it was Breast Cancer Awareness Week. We'll have that feature for you coming up next here on the Husker Football Show. And welcome back. We've got a very special Cornhusker conversation for you today, presented by Woodhouse. Cancer touches so many of us, unfortunately. Same goes for this Husker football program. Friday night, a joint effort to raise awareness for breast cancer. And we heard the individual stories of Dane Key, Justin Evans, Keelan Smith, Jacob Bauer, and Dylan Parrott.
Yeah, this game is very important. It's obviously bigger than the game of football. It's to honor everyone who's currently fighting and who's had cancer in the past. For my cleats this game, I'm going to be honoring my mom and my high school coach, Coach Cameron.
My mom, Carrie, and my grandma, Peg.
My grandmother, Joycita Evans, and my best friend's mom, Letitia McGuire.
I would have my mom's name and my grandma's name. I'm going to be wearing my cleats for my mother, Rebecca. She had breast cancer my junior year of high school.
Being a kid and almost seeing my mom die, it was very troubling because she raised me by herself. So it was really hard to see her, such a strong woman, have to battle something like that.
My mom, she was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was in the 3rd grade. It was a few years prior, my grandfather had cancer and passed away from that. So it was originally it was very scary. My grandma, she was diagnosed with breast cancer as well. You just never know. It's scary to deal with.
My best friend's mom, she has been a second mother to me. She's opened her doors and she's just been fighting every day.
It was during the spring of my junior year. She kind of kept it to herself, and then she had a second mammogram with an ultrasound where they spotted something very small, and it was at the early stages of cancer. So they were able to catch it pretty quick, and it wasn't anything major, but it was just kind of something that was frightening in a sense that it could have been something a lot worse than what it really was. My mom, Nicole Key, she told us, and it just broke our hearts because we didn't really know too much about it. I was still young, my brother was in college. She got diagnosed with breast cancer, and when she beat that, we got the news that she also had skin cancer. It just kept hitting us and kept hitting us, but she's a fighter.
My grandma, she unfortunately lost her battle. Although it wasn't breast cancer, it was ovarian cancer.
A year later, after my mom was diagnosed, she was declared cancer-free on her birthday on October 3rd. And 2 months after that, on December 5th, I was diagnosed with cancer. But she basically, for 7 months, stayed up at the hospital with me, never left my side. She always was there for me and is a big part of the reason I was able to make it through that. So.
She would go to treatments, and then after treatments, she would end up coming to our sports events still. So she was a fighter. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna hit me like that. Yeah, I found out that my mom was the toughest woman on the planet.
I think my mom is the strongest person in this world.
My she's a warrior.
The doctors come in, you're dealing with all these doctors, you don't really know what's going on, but I couldn't ask for a better example of how to fight.
My wife lost her mother, and my mother had breast cancer. Watching my mom and watching Donna, my mother-in-law, deal with that every single day, no matter how they felt, they still were our moms and grandmoms. And so that's why it's passionate for us.
Hearing that your head football coach also goes through the same battles, it's just a special moment because you know that whenever there is any problems with your family, he'll be there just to talk with you because, he kind of went through the same things as well. When you see your mom go through things like that, it's really tough. You don't really want to see your mom go through things like that. It just showed me that if she can do that, I can do anything that I want.
She taught me just how to fight, how to always just keep your head down, keep working no matter how bad it gets.
I know that she's looking down on me and she's proud of me and proud of the man I've become.
I think it just unites us as one, and it gives us the ability to support other people who have been battling breast cancer as well.
Wearing those cleats on Friday is going to be a very special feeling, you know, just because I'm playing for two very important people in my life.
It really hits home for me, and I really think it's just a special opportunity to be able to wear these cleats.
I fight for my mom, Amy Hurlbert, and my high school coach, Cameron Harris.
I fight for Peg and Carrie Parrott.
I fight for Joycita and Letitia.
I fight for my mom, Rebecca.
I fight for my mom and Khaki.
Another great feature, a great piece put together by Stephen Gonzalez. But Coach, again, it touches you guys here at Husker Vision, Huskers Radio Network. So many people impacted by this disease, and same goes for the guys in your locker room.
Yeah, you know, you spend all this time with these guys. You get to know them on such a deep level, and yet I didn't even know some of these stories until that feature was done. So in a world where we find all the things that divide us, unfortunately, cancer and breast cancer, you know, is something that touches a lot of us. And so hopefully when, you know, you do a breast cancer awareness game, you're obviously not going to just cure the disease, but maybe it invites one person to go get checked, one person maybe get early detection and save one life.
Great stuff. All right, got to get to a break. When we come back, we're wrapping up the show with final thoughts and a preview with Northwestern. Keep it here on the Husker Football Show, presented by Medica. Welcome back to the final segment here of the Husker Football Show, presented by Medica. All right, coming up this Saturday, Huskers with the chance to get back in the win column, hosting Northwestern, 11 a.m. kickoff, but back at home after 2 tough road trips.
Yeah, excited to be back at home, facing a really hot Northwestern team, 5-2, won 4 in a row, 6 of the Big Ten in rushing. So, you know, we'll have to correct some of our woes in terms of stopping the run. So it'll be a great test.
What will you be looking for in this matchup? What does your team need to do here to win this one?
We have to be the more physical team. This is a team in Northwestern that really well coached. They play great defense. They run the football. They're very much like Minnesota in that regard. And so we'll have to show up in a way that we didn't show up last Friday night. And I think our guys will be ready for that.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back again next week to break it all down for you.